Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but it's just you and me today. We are going straight to YouTube. No live stream, no requests from chat, because, well, I missed our usual live stream time block this week. I was unavailable, so this is a little bit of a makeup. Probably means that we also will be just going with me and whatever random groups of pugs we happen to find ourselves with. And probably no challenges from the tome. There actually is one specific solo challenge, but I think it might have been a platinum solo. And that is the only solo in the tome. I mean, there are a bunch of things that potentially could be solos. Doesn't really matter how many there are, but I think it's probably best to save those things for when we have a bunch of other people with us. And I am generally not the biggest fan when it comes to doing solos, so I think we'll keep it simple today. And maybe one thing we could do is take a look at the N7HQ and see which challenges, or just look in-game here at which challenges we're close to completing if we want to have some direction in terms of what may make sense for us to go after. Like, okay, we're kind of close to finishing Biotic Mastery, Throw, Stasis, what, Base Asari Adept maybe for that, depending on how we spec her. Biotic Orbs, I don't think I've ever completed this one, so part of me feels like I actually want to keep it that way. Just, it's kind of interesting like that. So stuff like that. Maybe we could go that route if we're looking for sources of inspiration, in fact. I mean, it's not a horrible place to look for the challenges, but the N7HQ it's just displayed a little bit differently there. So like Outsider Mastery, we need 2 more on this. Volus Protector, you say? Do we do Pug lobbies with the Volus Vanguard, potentially off-host? Oh man, that could be pretty brutal. Hornet? I mean, let's do it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, it could be pretty bad. Let's be honest. This is kind of... Oh wait, was it Talon we were saying? Or no, it was Hornet. I think Talon was another one that I was close to finishing a challenge for, so we do this. Talon's actually kind of heavy despite being a pistol, so this combo is maybe a little too much in that case. And cooldowns definitely matter for this guy, because I mean, obviously we have to do Batarian Gauntlet, that goes without saying, but when we are not charging, we are probably dead, so it is important that we have quick cooldowns. We're already at 200% though. Do we throw on the Talon and take power efficiency? Nah. Let's go. I mean, honestly, stabilization module for the Hornet, I'm actually not sure how much that affects it, but the thing is, we're Volus, so getting extra shields with Cyclonic doesn't do us much good. Also, we only have Cyclonic 2s. The power amplifier, maybe that would be your... You know, okay, sure, we'll do that. And then usually I take disruptor ammo on this guy, or maybe even cryo, in the interest of trying to stun / freeze enemies so that you are less likely to get hit, because if you do get hit, you're probably dead. So alright, let's jump it. Oh, unfortunately this SMG does not have the spot for the melee booster, which is unfortunate. But why don't we just hop into, I mean, ideally, probably a gold match. We'll see if we can get one. If not, we'll change it to whatever difficulty we can get a match in, but head somewhere. As I said, there is a chance we'll find random people that we've seen before, and I know it looks like they can hear me now, although I think we've determined that that's not actually the case. Otherwise, people in Discord would have gotten very mad at me in the past about hearing me both in-game and in Discord. But maybe they're hearing everything. I don't know. Okay, what do we have here? Disgusting. Not disgusting. The worst of times, the best of times, the best of times, and the worst of times. That may or may not actually be the name of a challenge in the tome. Also, it's Glacier Cerberus. Okay. Well, can't say that this one's going to be successful, but we can certainly give it a shot. They might be waiting for a 4th person. If these people don't ready up, then maybe we'll set it we'll do a different search for a lobby, and we'll just say any difficulty you can get, and maybe it'll send us straight into a match. Looks like they're putting on gear, but it's a little out of the ordinary. That makes sense. This less so. Although actually phase disruptor is a combat power, isn't it? Obviously biotic charge and biotic slash are biotics, but you okay, oh we did get it. Wait! I recognize this person's name. Except that's so weird. I've played matches with this person many times before in Andromeda. I've never seen them in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but that's cool. They're going Geth Trooper. Very heavy Geth Trooper. No, and then they left. I spoke too soon. I scared them away. I did notice that potential Geth Trooper, maybe they'll join us later, but did have two of the heaviest weapons in the game, which did raise some questions in my mind about, you know, how they were building that Geth Trooper. So, although usually that is a character that I'm a very big fan of, not sure I would have agreed with that particular setup. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, now we are... What just happened? We are off post, and we are vanguarding, and we are vanguarding as the vanguard with the worst survivability. So, you know, this could go horribly wrong. And timing the... Ow. It's... The Batarian Gauntlet is not cooperating right now. Really does not want to let me go immediately into the heavy melee after doing the charge. Which is, of course, ideally what we would do. Oh, that is the person in question. The fact that he just meleeed me as soon as he walked up to me did give me the scent, and the fact that he just shot me does make me think that he recognizes my username as well. It does, however, once again, leave some questions as to whether these guys can actually hear me. I hope not, otherwise they'll be like, oh, who the heck is this guy? He's so annoying. He's so loud. He won't stop talking. And honestly, valid. I'm acting on the assumption that you cannot... Hey! You stole my punch! Oh, I was gonna say, who's gonna win that race? Flamer? With Volus punch, I'm surprised that charge hit. It very much looked like that Guardian still had a shield on him. Okay. The off-host Batarian Gauntlet is proving to be more of a potential issue than I realized. I thought it was going to be the charge that was going to be the bigger problem. And I don't just mean lack of damage from the punch. We haven't done very many punches. It's just he really does not want to let me lock on and even initiate the punch. Which does make things tricky. Okay, so the key question is this Geth Trooper. We saw him with, I think it was a Black Widow initially, and then I didn't see what that other weapon on his back was. I thought it was a Claymore in that brief time when I saw him in the lobby, which is why I said it didn't look like a Flamer Geth Trooper. It looked a lot more like a weapons platform Geth Trooper, which is obviously illegal. Did we take piercing on this? I don't know if we did. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this. One moment. There we go. Ow. I didn't even see what hit me. Probably you. Here goes nothing. Oh dear. Shield boost. Did we get the... We did not get the... Oops. Objective. There we go. Now we try to punch the Atlas. Or charge the Atlas. I saw someone... Yes, I did see someone hiding down here. That was not just my imagination. Yes! Three waves survived. Given the team that we have, particularly the off-host Volus Vanguard, that is a little surprising. We came close to going down a little bit. Once or twice there on the previous wave. I had to... no, okay, well, there you go. while we're doing the punch, that's how we go down. But, I had to acknowledge how it seemed like he was kind of saying hello previously. Oh, that was a cryo round, actually. Is that is a phantom? Yes. Okay. Also not my imagination. It's really hard to tell if/when we're locking on with the Batarian Gauntlet. Excuse me? 720? Okay, I was concerned. I was very concerned for a second there. That's not the side of the cover that I expected to land on. There we go. That's the immediate Batarian Gauntlet I was looking for, except, the result was not great. And our damage, when I saw how little damage it dealt, it was a little bit alarming. There is, I'm pretty sure, a turret somewhere over here. Uh-oh. 1 second. Oh, never mind. You'll lose. Whoa. Revive. Punch the Phantom. Attempt, at least, to punch the Phantom. There we go. But that dealt 0 damage, despite how we did appear to lock onto her. So, you know. Interpret that however you will. Is that another Phantom that I just heard? Oh, well, that one's certainly connected.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
There is still a turret. Ah, that's where it is.
Here they come.
That sounded like a Claymore, I think. I don't think I've seen him use Claymore at all yet. Stand by that decision. Well, that would have been an even better time to missile him. Oh, hello, weird. Enemies that respawned after I nuked them. No, don't lock on the grenade. That was very unfortunate. I had no control over what direction we were moving when we were doing the melee, for what it's worth. But I saw the grenade get thrown. I saw our character turn. I was like, oh no. So this is how it ends, huh? We count as being on a different elevation. That's a little bit close. But we're gonna try. Uh-oh. Boost. Shield boost. Okay, now I respect the get melee. Oh dear. This might turn into a Vor map. We're gonna get stomped? We are gonna get stomped. I tried to gel. I think I gelled in time. The Atlas respawned again. Also, that hurt. The sound effects from the Slayer are really making me think there's always a Phantom behind me. Also, that is a turret. We survived for the briefest of moments because we do get big damage reduction when we're in the heavy melee animation. But now Volus does not have enough life to last long in that situation. Yep. And so naturally the next thing you do in that situation is that you charge the turret and then go down right next to both the turret and this Atlas. Correct answer. You missile there. This Atlas is somehow still alive. Then we attempt to revive you. Shield boost. How many Atlases have we seen on this wave? Also, what just happened? now, obviously, we do break this out.
Good job. Target offline. We've marked a new target.
There's one of the differences between, ow,
Team member is hurt.
being on host and off host. I have no idea where that came from. Probably the guy behind us, but you can see how much we kind of rubber banded after going down. The one key difference between Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda is how effective, the missiles are. But also there are no turrets in Mass Effect Andromeda, thankfully. Well, I guess there are turrets. Different kinds of turrets attached to the destroyers. Oh, this is not great. I see those phantoms moving in. I see teammates going down.
Team member has gone dark.
Also, one of our teammates' name is Praetorian Snack, I'm now realizing. Also, I'm pretty sure I just Vormapped myself. Or at least came very close to. Oh. Yeah, that's not ideal. Also, that turret is still there. What you do is, obviously, you charge it. And then you just run past it. Also, there are unlimited turrets. No! I was trying to charge. I need my... Oh, dear. Get out of here. None of that nonsense. Oh, no. They stole it from us. Had called dibs. Oh, I was also trying to charge that person, too. What's the worst that could happen? They steal our kill. Oh. Is that the person we had all along? I mean, I know I reckon... Alright. I commented about their name because he's very interesting name, but I feel like I would have noticed that from the onset. I don't know if somebody had left and they filled the gap? Filled the opening? Oh. Not gonna happen, buddy. Oh, that was an interesting hate serve. Okay, so you are in sync mode, for what it's worth. Also, we are barely firing the Hornet, and I think we did deliberately take the Hornet because we wanted to progress challenge completion on it.
Team member has gone dark.
There's definitely some oh dear. Well, this has Vormav written all over it. Okay, so you spam the ops back button, is what you do here. You spam the ops back button, and I might have lived because I spammed the ops back button. But then we're gonna spam the op. Never mind, we're gonna go down again.
Team member has gone dark.
Okay, that's a Dragoon who's about to... I thought I pressed the gel button. Apparently I did.
Squad member has flatlined.
1 second.
Say no to turrets? Oh no. Oh, there are more turrets. Of course there are. Of course there are. I should have known. I should have known. Also, that engineer might actually repair the Atlas. That was incredible. That is the thing that engineers could do. Oh, he's the last one. No! That would have been incredible. Also, I'm pretty sure we lost 2 teammates on that wave.
Here they come.
Got it.
Not entirely sure what to, but oh. Also, I was going to say, we have spent a fair bit of consumables, not just the reviving kind, but also the missile kind, so I do see teammates breaking some of those out as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, see, that's the problem, though, with... Oh, dear. With being off-host. You think you're 5 steps further away than you actually are. Also, hello, Phantoms. No, what I was gonna say... Actually, I forget what I was gonna say. That was so distracting. Oh, is when you play this guy with the Batarian Gauntlet, obviously, you want to use the Batarian Gauntlet. Oh, dear. For better or for worse. But when you're trying to also get weapon challenges completed, then it does make it a little bit harder to do that. What are we looking at over here? A Phantom? Yeah. Why not? Oh, that's a grenade. Yep, it sure is. Was it the Centaurian right in front of us who threw it as well? Did he throw it behind him? I don't know. I wouldn't rule that out. Rossius? No! Stop stealing my pawn. Oh. Was it just me, or did that seem like that Atlas was unusually high up in the air? May have just been vaulting this cover here. It's a little alarming. Oh! Even staggered me out of the animation. I might have had it if not for that. Yeah, I've basically tickled some people with the Hornet a couple of times, and that's about it. A little more than a couple, but... Point being that it's not going to be any sort of significant progress on the Hornet. I was hoping that I'd lock onto that other engineer in the process. Hello, Phantom. No! There was a Phantom here. Oh, there is a turret there. That is the turret, in fact. Oh, I wanted to sneak around the other side of this cover. Did he just stomp me? The Atlas stomp me? The Atlas did stomp me. I wasn't sure. Okay, well, I mean, on one hand, it's unfortunate that we're down. On the other hand, if we're being brutally honest, it's not as if we were making any sort of major contributions in this match. Also, I find the implications of the Praetorian snack interesting in this situation in which we are facing Cerberus, and therefore there are no Praetorians, at least on gold. I guess even on plat as well, because you only get collectors on platinum when you take collectors as the primary enemy. But also, the Praetorian snack is a robot, so I do question the nutritional value of this snack. Now, maybe I'm just not versed enough in the ways of Praetorian physiology, biology.
Enemy is regrouping. We've got a ship down on the surface. A drone is the only thing that survives inside. Keep close to the drone, we'll go dark again.
Uh-oh. I'll save you. Well, we had a few revives. That may be our greatest contribution in this match. That in... Oh, I swear I was shield boosting. Ooh, never mind. You know that. No! Reversing kill animation. Beat my... Well, what? My heavy melee animation? What just happened to our corpse? Oh my goodness, did you see that? It wasn't there for long, but my goodness, it was going absolutely crazy. Uh-oh. Now, here, I'm concerned because we've used a lot of consumables. I mean, as in, I have, but so have our teammates. And obviously we're down, so we can't do anything at this point. But we may be approaching the territory where we are out of gels, or people get sync killed, as may have been the case there. But fortunately, this person is obviously an AIU, and so they may be able to repair matrix their way out of trouble. But it is a solo at this point for the rest of the wave, and there is still at least a couple of Atlases. And looks like they got rid of a Phantom. I don't know if there are any more. What is this that they're using? Is that a Crusader? Yes, but also I'm pretty sure there's a Phantom behind them. Yep, there sure is. Well, that might be game over. Oh dear. That was weird timing in which it said team member is hurt. It made me think they were about to get rubber banded into a sync kill. But maybe they repair matrix, then the game just kind of lagged for a second, so it wasn't super clear that they actually went down, only to immediately get back up. Oh yeah, there's still at least one Phantom. That one right there. Chance there's still one more? I don't know what that was. Might have been an engineer? Yep, that's a Phantom. There we go. Oh, our body was still glitching out for a split second there. But it was most noticeable right after we got sync killed. Okay. We still have some consumables. Our teammates had some. Not sure if that is still the case anymore after that missile. Also, is there a place where we're hanging out? Because the basement can be good. On extraction wave. I would like to at least get a bronze melee kill medal, which I'm pretty sure we don't yet have, which is kind of sad. This displeases me. Uh-oh. Okay, but this may not be the time to get greedy with it. Now, there is a Phantom, I believe, directly on top of our body right now, so I would like to gel. On the other hand, I would prefer not to vormap ourselves. I will spam the ops back button. Pretty sure that's an Atlas on our right. Phantom through here. Yep. This person may not have any gels left, because I think they bled out before. This is gonna hurt. Unless if we... Ooh. No! I was trying, but the Atlas blocked me. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Okay, but see, this is right where I want you. This is totally right where I want you. See, it would really help, though, if you would allow me to charge them. No! What about the punch? Oh, is she dead? No. Uh-oh. I hear more Phantoms. That's also not the best of timing. No, no! Okay, that did technically count as a melee kill on that Phantom at the end. But that was, you know, maybe not quite a textbook match, but I suppose that was sort of the expectation coming in. Did we get the 10 melee kills? We got the 25 melee kill general medal. But yeah, sometimes you get the biotic kills from the charges, stealing what might have otherwise been melee kills. So not quite what we were looking for. Okay. And the group may end up breaking apart, disassembling after that. I can't imagine why. That was such an inspiring performance, right? Let's do Unknown Unknown. We're now obviously the only person and host in the lobby. So we'll see if anyone hops in the minute it takes for us to open up a few packs. Like the strength enhancer. Disruptor rounds isn't bad, and we'll take the shells too, to be honest. Okay. Anyone hopping in? Doesn't look like it, so maybe we'll see if we can hop in on anyone else's pre-existing lobby, and maybe we'll double check how we're doing from a challenge standpoint, although I think we needed a few matches with this character, and as I was saying, I don't exactly think we did all that much to progress our Hornet stuff. Oh yeah, we actually have a decent bit we need on this front as well. That takes a relatively committed effort. And here, it's what, 11 waves per match? Assuming that you extract. So, okay, we are still a couple matches away in that case. So can we use this guy as a weapons platform? I mean, anything's possible. As to whether that's a good idea, now that's a different question. Do we perhaps accept the fact that having just done the Batarian Gauntlet, it is probably most efficient for us to now build around the Hornet a little bit more? If that is truthfully what we want to emphasize here. I'm telling you, man, I'm tempted to take the stabilization module, in part because there aren't a lot of great options for Volus, because Cyclonic doesn't really do much. If we're trying to put less of an emphasis on charge and melee, then power amplifier is not as meaningful. Power efficiency, we're already at 200%. For charging less, you could maybe make the case for power cells, although that does still feel a little bit weird on a Vanguard to take that, so it oddly enough feels like it's not even that crazy to take stabilization module. I'm kind of curious how that feels on the Hornet. And then I was not sure if we had piercing less. Okay, we did. Also, though, this is not okay. This is not acceptable. You saw nothing. Oh. Okay, but the Black Hornet looks so much better. Do we have... If we take Ultralight, we can do it. Ah. So otherwise it was, what, something... Yeah, with the recoil system that makes no sense to take if we're also going stabilization module. Okay, maybe we drop stabilization module. We'll get stability here. We'll go... Do we want piercing, or could we take armor piercing rounds? I guess we'll do this. I mean, it's just... Any damage we can gain on this thing would certainly help. Oh, but that means it's not... Wait, no, the color. The whole reason why I did that was because the color, and now it's gone. The whole plan is ruined. What the heck? Okay, now you do that. But then it goes away. Hold on, ready? Here's how you do it. Proactively set this up. Then you do that. Huzzah. We now have a Black Hornet. And I already forget. Did I end up taking the piercing? Yes, I did. That is ultimately where we landed, which means we should probably go for something that is more pure DPS. Maybe warp rounds? I don't use warp rounds very often, but I feel like I'm kind of underusing them. They do absolutely have some merit. So let's try. Oh, and all right. I don't think this plus the stabilization weapon mod is necessary. So we could probably... What, do we want to be a speedy Volus? Also feels a little bit weird on the Vanguard when we could always just charge. Let's do power cells. It's also weird on a Vanguard, but we are accepting that this is a very strange way to build a character. So let's see if we can jump in on gold. Looks like we found something. Who knows if we're going to head straight into a match or if we're in a lobby here. It sounds like we're going straight into a match.
Top marks, team.
Good job, team.
Enemy is regrouping.
Well done. Oh, same map. Oh, it's a Yogg. Apparently we did get credit for that wave. Okay, so it's what? AIU... Phase, human, sentinel? Nope, definitely not a sentinel. Oh no, it could be. Wait, was that... Hold on. What was that? Was that warp or was that throw? Oh, that's singularity. Okay, that's definitely an adept. Yup. And then that's GI. Okay. It's also Cerberus. What I would give to be able to grab that character. But I'm a Volus. I cannot do these things. I'm just a little Volus. Okay. Nope, I'm trying to get away from that. Also, was that a team? That was a teammate. Okay. Pardon me. Oh no, you're already dead. Ow. Oh, also it would help to do this. Of course, if we spam shield boost enough, then we do run the chance of bricking our, or however you want to phrase it, preventing our teammates from using their powers unless and until they use heavy melee, which they may not be familiar with as the fix. So, that may be kind of frowned upon if we are truly spamming shield boost. Look at that. Who is... Oh, you're... I do like occasionally turning the corner only to see enemies just doing crazy physics stuff from Singularity. It's one thing when you do it yourself and you expect it. But when you have no control over it and you're not really sure when or where it's happening, it just adds that element of surprise to it that makes it that much better. I'm waiting for this person to, like, go all Hulk mode and become a humongous Yogg monster. They don't look like a Yogg right now, but looks perhaps can be deceiving. Oh, that, okay, yep, the Atlas was flying. Don't worry. Everything is fine. What happened to you? Oh, right, I also need to remind myself that I don't have the Tarian Gauntlet anymore, so... Even if I was tempted to immediately melee that enemy after charging them, it's back to the bubble melee. And 3 waves survived. Okay, so, well, I'm glad we didn't join in on wave 3 only to immediately die as a Volus and ruin their 3 wave survived. Uh-oh, well, we got a medal for it. That's what I mean. At least we got a 3 wave survive. Not sure anyone had their sights set on 5 or even 10 wave survive. Hopefully not. Well, okay. We weren't the only ones. We may have been the first ones. Uh-oh. One moment. I have important business to attend to. You. Where were you on June the 24th at 6:08 p.m.?
Squad member offline.
The roll. Excuse me. I would like to access this ammunition. Thank you.
All clear. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that we ended up with exactly the same map and enemy. It'd be one thing if we were still in the same lobby, but no. This is definitely a completely separate group. Oh, that's unforgivable. Hold on, I need to charge this individual. Thank you. Oh, and I saw that guy. He was starting to create a turret. I do see a combat engineer in the kill feed. I'm hoping that that was the one in question. Oh, and I heard the words. The words, target online or unit online. Yep. Unit deployed? Oh no. Okay, it's gone. It's fine. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine now. But we're just gonna hide behind here. And the Atlas will never reach us. Okay, maybe the Atlas will occasionally reach us. Oh, right. Remember? No Batarian Gauntlet. And I did press the shield boost button, but I was not quick enough. Oh, no! Oh, and I jailed when they were starting to revive me. What? I was in the middle of a charge. I should have had iframes. Okay, this theoretically could become a full count. Be aware of that. Sure. Oh. Oh! That a lifting shockwave? It must be, right? Maybe that's one of the reasons why we're seeing some particularly interesting physics.
Good work down there. Objective complete. Down to 50% capability. You're looking for a military hard drive lost in this area.
Ooh. Volus pizza guy? Is it canon? Thanks.
Got it. Now get back to the extraction zone.
Not taking my eyes off this guy. You drop that pizza for a second, and I am taking it.
Object has been recovered. Nice job.
Excuse me.
Experimental power source lost en route to HQ.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes were made. I was, at first, looking at the engineer setting up a turret. Then, immediately afterwards, saw that there was actually a phantom right next to me. Oh no. Dragoon executes you. There is the turret. Also, it is right next to the pizza.
Good job. Get back to the evac zone.
Oh, that's also a turret.
Team members find that object.
Maybe should have recognized that a little more quickly. I was looking in the other direction, expecting for there to be enemies in front of me, not beside me. Okay, we do this. Ops back. We do this. Missile. Did I get the turret? I think I did.
Now get back to the extraction zone.
Okay, left is the fastest of all directions. I had to try. I had to try the roly-poly techniques. Oh no. Oh no. We are too late. It's all over. We're too late. Here, there's nothing. Never mind. Just left that as a hornet kill. Oh, come on, but charge something when we're low. Thank you. Preferably, if you are going to charge next to the Phantom, at least hit the Phantom. Oh, that was interesting. It's a bit of a delay before it registered that we hit the Phantom, wasn't it? What is still hitting me? Oh.
Outstanding work. Objective complete.
Probably you.
Stay alert.
Oh, they're using the Acolyte. On a GI? Interesting. Poke the Atlas. Tickle the Phantom. That was unfortunate timing. Oh, that wasn't, though. That may or may not have once again been me instinctively trying to Batarian Gauntlet them after charging. Oh. Can we? I can't even shield boost in time. Make a turret. Tell the truth, sir. You make a turret. Oh, someone did. Oh, and I was about to say, I heard one. There's one down there as well, and I'm out of ammo. Oh. Well, that works. This, on the other hand. Excuse you! And then oh, the engineer, like, slapped me. He was like, how dare you missile my creation? I was about to say, because I'm pretty sure there is still a turret down there. Yup. Sure is. Sure is. That one was a deliberate bubble. And it almost worked at that.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemy force approaching.
Ah, yes. I was wondering where the enemies were. All around me appears to be the answer. Moving right there. Might we be able to... Now I know we have piercing, which does help, especially on this map where it is fairly easy to just shoot through that area there. But it would be nice to, say, have some isolated, relatively weak enemies, such as, I don't know, Clarence here. I'm sorry, that wasn't Clarence. That was actually George. That's Clarence. Okay. My apologies, Clarence. I know, everyone mistakes you for your brother. I'm sorry, I fell for it too. You guys really need to get different hairstyles or something. Also, what happened to you? Ow. Hey. Come back here so I can shoot you in the butt. Ow. Oh, we got the nemesis eventually. Also, down we roll in the most dramatic of fashions. Oh, okay, maybe we wait on the Atlas. This guy looks like a better option. Maybe not. Is that Fred? George's second cousin, twice removed on his mother's side? It was! I should have known. That was interesting timing. Also, we were simultaneously on both sides of that cover. The game did not know where our character was supposed to be. Oh. Yeah, about that ammo thing. Excuse me. Okay. Much better. Oh, or is it? Was that a phantom round? No, that was a teammate. Don't worry. Everything's fine. I thought there was a phantom that was about to give us a hug. Turns around the corner. Immediately gets hugged by a phantom. No, not this time.
Good work. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
I mean, what can I say? We're just a big cuddly boneless.
Hostiles!
There we go. Give me more guardians. Oh, okay. That works. No, he was mine. That's an Atlas. I'm looking for the aforementioned Guardians. I, for a second, saw that right there and thought it was a Guardian shield. No, it was part of the turret, and then we absolutely did see that Phantom spawn in. So we're not in the best of positions right now. That's okay, we are stealthy bolts. We are totally contributing to these kills. Excuse me, please do not throw that at me. I would understand throwing it at the enemies, but throwing it at me, unacceptable. Oh, no, he still has a turret there. Probably should have... Wait, no, that's not even the spot that we saw previously. Is it still here? You bet it is. You bet it is. Ups back. Thank you. Grabbing the missile launcher. Double Atlas. Turret. Double Atlas. Who are we kidding? Turret. Bubble melee. The bubble isn't peering. There it is. There it is. The Phantom can't handle this. The Phantom actually can't handle this. that's a turret as well.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. We have some
Oh,
enemy persons of
targets.
interest.
We did use the vast majority of our missiles. Maybe we wait and see if our teammates want to use one here, and if so, might change the target, and then we can reassess. Well, there are a lot of enemies right on top of each other here, including the target, so it is very tempting. Oh, who went down? Oh, it's probably... Do we have an AIU again? It was an AIU, probably repair matrixing? Yeah. Uh-oh. That still hit us. It's okay. They can't handle... Oh, dear! They can't handle our pea shooter. I mean, just to be clear, this is not the pea shooter. I would never suggest that this weapon is as bad as the atrociously awful FSMG. But it's not great. Oh, how did you get there with that? Oh. No, no way. No how. Oh, that's double phantom. Not ideal. I would love to revive this person. There we go. Charge the Phantom. Phantom shields. Charge the Phantom anyway. The Phantom is already dead. The target. Nah, we don't attack those. Medical Volus to the rescue. But also, you probably want to get out of here. Uh-oh. Okay, well... Oh no! The chain reaction! Oh! Hello. Hang tight! Maybe. Is the target right next to us by any chance? Because I would love the missile right now. Oh! Yeah, maybe doing that slightly earlier might have been even better still. That was my last missile. And the target was not there. Did help us. Oh no! Escape these enemies a bit or not! Never mind! Oh no! Oh, the timing of this wave is so cursed. Oh, they're surrounded by phantoms! Oh my gosh, no! Wait, did they die normally first? Wait, they're actually potentially okay, except they might be scared off by the presence of multiple phantoms directly on top of them, and it is now only them. You have one out, and that is spam the ops pack and missile button. How did... What? How did they do that? Also, there is a turret behind you, because of course there is. What weapon is this? Eagle? History has repeated itself here. We've once again found ourselves, I think it might have been on Wave 10 last match as well, with just an AIU against Cerberus on Glacier. Everyone else either stomped or sync killed. Oh no. Oh no. Have they lost the will to live? And by that, I mean the metagels to live. No! Okay, well, I mean, we finished the Wave 10 objective, which obviously means that we still completed that match successfully. That's the only thing that Hackett cares about. One of the people has already left the lobby, oh dear. Even before we get to this screen, they are gone. It's always a great sign, isn't it? Look, we had our 3-wave start. Oh, goodness. Was this the GI, or was that the... That might have been the AIU. Yeah, that was the GI. And now it is just us and the GI. Well, I think we still need at least one more match with the Volus Vanguard if we're trying to complete that challenge. Unfortunately, you cannot see the progress toward challenge completion on this page when you're in a lobby, so maybe I'll... Here's the N7HQ page, which, as I was mentioning earlier, shows some similar information. Just refresh it, and it does take forever for it to reload. So let's see. We should be getting... There are a few things that we're even closer still to getting. Guardians we're very close to. Okay, no, we needed one more wave so that we could finish this in one match. Now it still takes two. And the Talon... We are getting kind of close to. Okay, so let me... We might just go with a similar setup this time round. I didn't see if they locked in the Glacier plus Cerberus combo, if that was truly just a coincidence that we got the same thing this time round. Well, now they changed it. Geth on Rio. Oh, man. Well, now you're tempting me with an off-host Vanguard on Rio. So, obviously we have to do something about that. They switched to Batarian Soldier, Saber, Locust. Okay. I mean, obviously, the Geth selection might be in response to a whole bunch of people getting sync killed on that 10th wave last time round. So that might not be a coincidence. As for whether it is a good matchup for this character or how we are choosing to play the character, it could make it worthwhile to go Disruptor instead of Warp, maybe? I don't know if this person is open to duoing when we had what happened last time around, but okay, we did get an Asari Justicar with a Harrier. Okay. Alright. They're all readied up. We can make it happen. We can make it work. How much time are we going to spend doing off-host Vanguard shenanigans on Rio? Yes.
A strategically significant target has been located. We're dropping you into a hot zone. Secure the area.
And if you are not sure what that means, well, the thing is, usually we are on host, so we don't get to witness it firsthand. Maybe every once in a while, if we've gone down, we've been able to spectate people as they do it, but it's probably happened on stream at least once or twice before. But I'm going to try to set it up here to demonstrate. This might be the trick. Oh, I mean, that was pretty sweet, but that wasn't what I had in mind. This charge is proving to be very useful. Okay, well, obviously in this situation, you have to bubble melee, except we might not actually have been close enough to hit them with the bubble melee, except it worked, so clearly we were. And this would be a grab. That is a grab location. But okay, we'll go back to the Hornet. Far less interesting, if you ask me, but... Oh, there you are. Bubble? No bubble. Hornet? Bubble. Oh. Did we regain one of the people who led the scene of the crime last time? I feel like I recognize one more name.
Clean sweep. Well done. Enemy is regrouping. Here they come.
Contact!
Yes. Technically what we want to do is we want to be on one side of Rio. And we want to charge across the water to the other. If we're trying to do the aforementioned off-host Rio Vanguard shenanigans. I mean, we don't really want to be in this part of the map, but then again, this is where the enemies happen to be at the moment. Oh, could have been, hold on. Could have potentially been an opportunity there. I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened already. Come on. Charge him. Charge him. How many times? Okay, well, this is the usual off-host Vanguard experience. If you look in the top left corner, you will see the charge button flashing. That is because I'm spamming it non-stop and nothing was happening. That is the... Not Rio specific, but generally speaking. Actually, hold on. Can that... Okay, yeah, that can sometimes, I think, be the after effect. You do the shenanigans. That, for a second, I was thinking that might not have been a coincidence, although... I think it might have been. On that occasion, at least, I think that was a coincidence. To the extent that not being able to charge as an off-host Vanguard is a coincidence ever. I'm sorry, did you want shield boost as well? There you go. One thing this reminds me of a little bit, going back to that whole differences between Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer thing. Oh, there's an update on the Hornet. What, 75%? Oh, there are technically 2 different Hornet challenges, and one of them might be further along than the other, because I thought we were further along than that. What I was looking at before. But in Mass Effect Andromeda, you do not get any points for damaging shields. You only get points for damaging armor and health. Which, if you are using a relatively weak gun, and most of your teammates are the ones actually getting the kills, and all you're doing is poking at shields, then that is significant in situations such as this, in particular, when you're trying to farm for a particular medal on those types of weapons. Ooh, they're just using pull for setup. Possibly not even for combos, just for setting up weapon kills as well, or at least saw them pulling and just leaving enemies floating in the air, which is interesting. You don't see it very often, but I respect it. That is fun. Ooh. Oh dear. There's hunters. Apparently we got, a challenge for that. A little harder to control. I mean, I guess we could, if we'd seen we were close to that, we could have tried to guarantee we were in a Geth lobby, but it happened eventually. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I thought we sent him through this area for a second, and that has happened on at least one prior occasion. That exact spot on this map. Ooh, oh no, that's a teammate. That's a teammate. My eyes lit up for a second. Thought we were, oh dear, thought we were going to be able to do the thing. Hope it happens at least once in all jail. Oh dear, I did not see you. Hey, let me charge that time.
Hang on.
After a few attempts. Ow. Who did that? Oh, did I got 2 things with that charge? I only saw 1 rocket trooper, but I guess we'll take the bonus rocket trooper. Come on, come on. Let me charge him. Let me charge him. Where'd he go? I know he's frozen, or he's invisible. That's definitely not the same thing. But you know what I mean. You do now.
Well done, team. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemies inbound.
Okay. Ooh. So here come the primes. Dootin' doo-doo. And I say, it may or may not be alright. Oh.
Squad member has flatlined.
There's probably a kill streak around here. Maybe not anymore. Not sure they're still clustered together closely enough. Dude. Can I charge you through this? Oh, I can. surprised it let me do that, to be honest with you. Oh, we are in a biotic sphere. I did not even realize that. Oh, adios. Okay, I see you. I'd love if you would let me charge him. He's immune to damage. The God Mode Hunter. And then, you know, immediately our teammates kill him. Naturally. Seems like it might have been an us problem. Our Hornet is not doing anything. Or it doesn't show the damage we deal. It shows their life bars flashing as if we're dealing damage to them. And it gives us points after the enemy dies, but the life bars don't actually move. Like, we shot that Geth drone a lot, and those can't take very many hits. So I actually think that might have been a bug. I don't know if it's still active here. Did get that kill. Ooh, that's just a time exploding. Maybe we got a headshot. I don't know. Maybe it's working fine now. Maybe I was imagining it all along. Oh, right. The whole ammo thing.
Enemy down to 50% strength.
Alright, what are we gonna get here?
The drone
Oh!
went dark here.
Well, that works.
Keep closer, the drone will go dark again.
Oh, go this way? Oh, did you see that 360, possibly even 720 that our teammate just did? It was incredible. That was unbelievable.
Outstanding.
It was outstanding. Exactly.
We've got a winner. Good one, team.
Okay, now we can definitely see the light bar. So that's good. It really looked like that rocket came out of the stunned pyro. Which was a little alarming for a second there. You see doesn't good. I'm on the hunt down after you. Don't be silly, Duran. Lids, there's a second. Oh, I know. There's a second Duran. You're right.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Bogeys incoming.
We still have not been able to do the key thing that I've wanted to do. And this disappoints me. It does involve charging under specific circumstances. That was not one of them. Oh, that was pretty cool though. Ow. That a little less so. Oh, there's a prime on top of us as well, isn't there? At least moving in. Yeah, there he is. In case there was any doubt. Oh, yes. A21B01000010. It's nice to meet you. No. Down we roll. There's the pull I was talking about as well. The ragdoll effects while enemies are affected by pull are sometimes just incredible. Uh-oh. Oh my god! Oh, this actually is close to the circumstance we're looking for what it's worth. Also, I would like to get this person. Okay, this death turret might be the key. It was not the key. Come on, come on. Let me charge him. Let me charge him. Let me charge him. Let me do it. This is just what we're looking for. If only you would let me do it. No. Charge. I wanna charge.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
That's what I mean. Going into the water he goes.
Here they come.
They all spawn here? Yeah. Oh, and this is wave 8, isn't it? So this is all the trash enemies. I was about to say, let's introduce them to fire explosions. And it did sort of work. Until it didn't. Oh yeah, it's the grenades that the Batarian soldier is throwing. That's where it's all coming from. That makes sense. I feel like we should be getting close to that, the Talon. Ooh, dear. Wasn't sure if the iframes were going to work out for us there or not. Probably should have shield boosted instead of charged. But, I thought we were fairly close on the... Again, there are two challenges for the Talon. One of which was closer than the other. I thought we were already in the 90s when we started, percentage-wise, when we started this match. And yeah, we certainly have done our fair share of charging, but done a decent bit Taloning as well. Obviously, our teammates are probably once again doing more heavy lifting than we are, so that may very well have something to do with it. Oh, there are so many enemies here. I must charge one of them. No, that was the one I was working on. Oh. Just waiting there patiently for us. And then proceeds to ignore us. And insists on saying hello to our teammate. Interesting. Ooh. Wait, is that actually how to do the thing that I'm looking for? Oh, that was interesting. Wait, what? Excuse me?
Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping.
I may be doing the thing wrong.
Here they come.
Let's stay down here for a little bit. Thought we were trying to charge from one of these sides to the other side, but we may need to have some elevation change in the process as well. Excuse me. Oh, what? No. You don't get to shoot rockets. No look behind your back. Right as I'm coming off of a Volus cloak. Oh dear. Oh no.
Team member is hurt.
Get to them in time. No! We'll at least give them the shield boost. Oh, let's see what the problem is. Let's see what the problem is now. Yeah, I was about to say, we took Disruptor rounds, right? So theoretically we are priming. Oh, Oh, I thought I did our Volus quote. Apparently not. Is that a teammate behind us? Yes, it is. That was close. Ow. Ow. Also, ow. Or Volus, everything hurts. Oh, I was a little confused as to why everything was shaking so dramatically. Wait, what is that coming from? Ow. Take cover to regenerate shields. It says this to a Volus. Look, don't rub it in, okay? Find that very disrespectful. Trying to make fun of my lack of height. The fact that I'm vertically challenged. I don't appreciate this. Oh, I was about to say I'll save you, but I'm pretty sure our teammate's gonna get there first. I mean, we could be making more of a point of shooting to prime and then detonating with charge, but I'm trying to... Mostly just using charge to occasionally regenerate shields as an alternative to shield boost, but then deal the brunt of our damage with the Talon. Or maybe no. Ooh. Okay. We actually didn't waste all of our missiles. We wasted all of our gels. Practically all of our gels. Ooh, that was a little bit close. And it did switch to a hunter, and also we are dead. Oh, look, it's the target. One would think that would mean our teammates are around here. Oh, clutch stagger, except I cannot allow him to 360 stomp me. Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, that is a prime. Fortunately, the target should not be a prime anymore, I don't think. Unless I just cursed it. Ow. Yeah, that's a pyro behind us. Turns out the pyros were the hunters all along. One second. This time, I am going to use that for combos. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, no. Not again. Thank you. Oh, I was trying to get over to revive them. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh. Well, I mean, I was gonna missile. Now I feel bad about it. Well, yeah, you got the target. Okay. So we're fine. We'll be okay. Uh-oh. You were not supposed to round that corner fired up and ready to go like that. That was not part of the plan. Oh no. We only have one... I'm deliberately going to let him stop because we only have one gel, and it is... I mean, we've seen this story before, but it is wave 10 after the objective is done. I would like to believe that at this point, our two teammates can still handle this situation. In that way, we have a little bit more margin for error on extraction wave. Look at that. No problem.
Enemy is regrouping. Shuttle on its way. Get to the designated LZ.
Understood. Move.
Oh, there's a bunch of hunters there. Oh, that's also a hunter. You can grab him from there. Do it. Oh.
Toward the LZ.
Missed opportunity. Oh, I saw that pole from across the way. Charge him. Shoot him. Okay, now admittedly I did lose sight of you for a second there. That was interesting. Okay. Here's a big map, and there is a prime in our way. We want to be mindful of that. Granted, I did go a little bit early. We do still have someone over there. Come on, make your move. Or look out for the pyro. We did it. Full extraction. No problem. Okay. So, as I was saying, unfortunately we cannot double check our challenge progress from here, but we can from here, and I think we're very close on both the Volus Protector and on the Talon. Volus Protector, we need 2 waves. Talon, it's actually not quite as far as I thought, because I thought we were in the 90s before that match. Well, I suppose that means one way or another, we are perhaps looking at more or less the same setup for one more match, and then we can be good to go. The Talon, there's maybe some question as to whether this will be sufficient. It feels like we fared better when we used the warp rounds, but still tempting to go Disruptor when it's Geth, and it is still Geth. We're swapping over to Jade now. What do we have for teammates? Turian Sentinel. TGI. Oh, look at this. Stabilization for Argus. That's pretty sweet. I mean, we've tried this before, and we've seen other people try it as well. It can be very effective when given stabilization support. It does require a lot of that. Oh, and TGI will also give you stability as well from the Turian passives. Okay, then we have Rieger AIU. It's the new addition to the squad. So, I think we'll be okay. We may, I don't know, see if this person puts on any gear. It looks like they're relatively new. The Avenger, Katana 1. Oh, we entered the match without them readying up. I did not even realize the countdown was so close.
Strategically sensitive location identified. We have
Okay,
hostile
hopefully
forces in
they
an unsecured area.
are here. I think it was you, right? Was it? I think so. Were they in for the previous match, though? I think they were. Okay. That was the Super AIU. Depending on how you choose to use the word super. Wait, they're using the Ronald McVenom colors, except they're not using a Venom. They're using a Rieger. This is a disgrace to Ronald McVenom. At first, I thought it was an honor, but no, it's in this manner. I think there's only one way to interpret this. I'm deeply offended. Them freezing / chilling the enemies is convenient, not gonna lie. But at least the weapon setup plus the color setup, I mean, that is just about identical to the color setup that I use on that character. I don't know, I think there may be an imposter among us. Getting suspicious. Please let me shield boost when I press the shield boost button. I would rather not have to press it 3 times and still have nothing happen. No! Five. Heal. Cloak. Shoot. Explode. Profit. Let's get paid. Wait, are we taking the cryo? What type of ammo did I get? I didn't think I had cryo rounds. I thought that was the AIU. But it really looked like that was us applying the freeze effect there. Maybe that was just them attacking at more or less exactly the same time?
Mission accomplished. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Oh, wait. I was looking at the Talon progress, not the Hornet progress earlier, wasn't I? And that's why Talon was close, but Hornet was less so. That's why we got some missed signals. Or some misleading information, I should say. 'Cause we were talking about maybe using the Talon earlier, but we ended up going Hornet. So I was 2 minds. Oh, hold on. That's the person we need to get. No! He was immediately stomped! I had failed you! Oh, also, we have 2.5 infiltrators in this match. The only completely non-infiltrator is that Turian Sentinel. So they're, at times, having 100% of the aggro. So, yeah. That's, I did not realize that at first. That's not typically a pleasant experience. Perhaps all the more reason to support our Turian amigo over here. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? I feel like we need to make a new rule for the Volus. Never hang out right around a corner. You know there's going to be an enemy who's going to be very, very eager to just poke its head out and go, surprise! And one shot might be all they need.
Enemy!
Oh, well, there's everyone. Ow. Also, ow. Let's bubble him. At least stagger him with the bubble. He'll never know what hit him. Ow. Leave me alone, bomber. Takes me forever just to get this under. Oh. Okay, oh dear. Oh, I didn't even press the gel button quickly enough. I was not ready for the stomp to happen that quickly. I started to do the heavy melee instead of shield boost. Either way, I don't think I was going to be quick enough to get shields back in time. Heavy melee does actually give you a little bit of shields, for what it's worth, but obviously not nearly as much as shield boost. Also probably slower. We will not witness fake Ronald McVenom. There we go. Okay. I guess we were far enough through the wave that it didn't take too long. They spawned right below us? I feel like they did. That's because they did. Yes. These are just basic troopers, which does make this slightly easier process. Excuse me. I did not think you were in range to melee, and also I'm growing increasingly frustrated by the amount of time it takes for shield boost to apply. It is not the first time. That is probably the 5th time we have died well after I pressed the shield boost button, despite never actually getting a shield boost, but such is the way of life off host at times. And we do need to go grab some ammo. And maybe help out our friends over here. Oh no. This is not what I wanted. Okay, well that time we shield boosted, but the, I guess, shield gate was not back yet. So we died anyway? Uh-oh. I kind of saw that one coming. They tried to revive us, but I think it was this exploding prime. The damage from that took them down. You hate to see it happen. Uh-oh. Once again. The shield boost time. Oh no! The shield boost timing is not working out for us right now.
Well done, team. All clear. Enemy forces down to half strength. We got a spy drone down. Cover it and get it. First objective down. Now keep close to the drone.
Can we get it from this side? I think so. I don't think it's quite big enough of a circle.
Get back to it.
Maybe it was working, because it said that we were out of the zone, or that we had left the zone for a second there. There we go. Very nice. And I forget again. Did we should have piercing, right? Because some enemies they're kind of hiding in cover a little bit there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Down!
Good work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Bogeys incoming.
Ooh, okay, that's where they spawn.
Shields down. Suit damaged.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Just need a better place to shoot them from, because unfortunately, yeah, I kind of forgot how bad this map is for Volus. It's really nice to be able to shoot from here. There's just a problem about that as a Volus character. Will just be the security, the backup for our Turian pal here. Trying to prevent things like this from happening. Oh no. That was also interesting because it seemed like we revived him despite not being in the revive animation. It was a little hard to tell because I was sort of close at the time. Ow. It's just not even worth attempting to attack the same enemies that the AI, Incendiary Rieger AIU person's going after, because we're not winning that race. I think that's what the source of our 6-point assist was.
Clean sweep. Well done. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemy force approaching.
Definitely hear them here. Yep. Is this wave 8? So, bunch of, yep. Hunters, pyros, and bombers. Nothing else. Oh, and does it have rocket troopers? It might have 2 rocket troopers as well. That is the quote-unquote trash wave that we oftentimes mention in passing. The idea being that it's a bunch of the sort of mid to, in some cases you could argue, lower tier enemies from Geth. It's just notable because it's kind of odd that there's a wave this late on in the match that doesn't have primes. And has so many of these mid to lower-ish tier enemies in it. Unlike with, I mean, in theory, for other enemies, across the board, you're supposed to have waves getting harder as the match goes on. So, for other enemies, wave 8 is, I don't remember specifically what it is, but I think it has several bosses in it for most other factions. So it does make wave 8 Geth stand out as a bit of an aberration. Whether that is a good thing or a bad thing depends on what your feelings are towards pyros, hunters, and bombers. Maybe quite matchup dependent. It does mean that there's a fairly limited range for all the enemies on this wave. So if you are capable of being effective at long range, then ow, that can work quite well for you. But if you are, say, using an SMG that only tickles people at long range, then it's maybe not great.
Enemies inbound.
But now, once we get to wave 9, we're back to having primes and what would, by more traditional standards, tend to be considered a more challenging wave. Or at least a wave more along the lines of what you would expect for being one of the last ones
Impressive.
in this match. Oh, I'm about to run out of ammo as well. One moment. Oh, I was about to say they'll never see me hiding over here. And then they absolutely did see me hiding over here. immediately. Suppose I had little to no basis for making that statement. Ow. What? I was nowhere near there. Oh no. I was trying to get to that person. Arcturian pal. Oh, and then... then we do that. What? From where? Where are they sniping us? There's clearly a prime here somewhere. It must be you. I mean, obviously, there are still primes. Or rather, there are still pyros. There are still bombers on this wave. It's just... the mix is a lot more varied. This is how Volus take cover. Back when the game was saying, oh, you're damaged. Take cover to replenish shields. This is how it's done.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Locate the central server down
Oh.
there. They have intel on
Okay.
our fleet's weaponry. Find that data terminal and gain access.
Okay, it did hit a prime. I won't say anything. I was maybe about to, but I won't. What happened to that pyro? I think it was the incendiary Rieger. But he went flying. I did not expect to happen. Well, that's where the prime is. Okay. No. Oh, if only I could grab. But I can't.
Member has flatlined.
Oh? Is he gonna stop? He might. Yeah, I'm just a little tempted to save the gel. Since wait, the objective is now over, but we had enough to spare. Seemed like we'd probably still be okay. Now, ammo, on the other hand. Howdy, primes. In fact, perhaps interest you in some... Oh! Bubble melee. Success! Oh, that's lovely. I did not expect them to spawn that close to us. I guess we started the wave a little bit further back, but... yeah, no, that was a kill streak, and I'm a little surprised that wasn't two. Probably because that guy lived. But yeah, this is just the spot where they are going to repeatedly spawn, so we do not want to be hanging out in this location. At least not directly in this location. Shooting distance away from it, maybe. Please, shield boost. Thank you. Safely around the corner from that spot. Also, this might hurt. Please shoot. Not me. The enemy. Yeah, I'm gonna gel so we can get this guy, theoretically, although... that was unpleasant. Still 45 seconds. Oh, there's a hunter right on top of me. I did not see that.
I'm here.
Oh, there's a prime. Okay. That's not ideal. Could nuke it. You know what? I think I will. Because I anticipate that causing some issues. Shoot stuff! Alright, there we go. We should have the Volus Protector waves now done. In theory, it should have even popped up midway through that match, though I didn't notice it. And given how I mistook the Hornet and the... Alright, I mixed up the Hornet and the Talon challenges. I think we are probably not quite as close as I had thought, and probably not progressing quite as fast as we might have hoped. I mean, kind of understandably. This is a character that has probably next to zero, if not completely zero, weapons damage scaling. The lobby has disbanded, so I suppose it is an opportunity for us to double check. Outsider, 99%. We need one more thing, and Hornet is on 95. No! Okay, so in that case, that must mean we're done with the Volus Protector. Okay, so we will swap off of that, and we'll just take Hornet plus maybe Talon on one other character, and we can probably finish up. Is it the pistol one is where Talon is showing up? Yeah. And Arc Pistol is pretty close as well, but we cannot pick two pistols in the same match. So maybe this time around we'll actually take a character who is more weapons-oriented now that we are done with this guy. We've gotten our fair share of the Volus Protector. So we go a soldier, could do an infiltrator. Oh, I think... Hold on. Submission net is very close. So we could go Batarian Sentinel. Might be the move here. I mean, this is going to be like throw out maybe a single submission net. I think slightly more than that, but... Oh, also disgusting. Get it out of my sight. Talon. Ooh, I disapprove of this. If you want to do that combination, it's fine. Just do it in this order. And now you. Okay. Theoretically, we should be able to check off a lot of things just from this match alone. I'm not sure what's the best gear. It might even be this. Something that gives... Wait, is it densified ammunition? This one. That gives all types of weapon damage, because I don't think there's one that's specifically SMG and pistol. Like, it tends to, you know, things like... What's a good example? Like, no, not quite. There are some that give a combination of two weapons. It's just they tend to be a heavier type and a lighter type, like assault rifles plus pistols. I don't know if that's actually one of the combinations, but it might be. There you go. I don't think there's an equivalent for what we are looking for here. I think Talon's going to have an easier time getting the job done here, even if Talon, I think, needs a little bit more progress than the Hornet does, so might prioritize setting up the Hornet here. And how are we looking in terms of weight? As we were saying before, the Talon has a little bit of weight to it, but don't think we need power efficiency. I mean, we could take it, especially if we were trying to save on Cyclonics, which perhaps we kind of are. Could take power, maybe power amp 3 to give a little more oomph to the submission net, although as I said, I think it's going to be nearly instantaneous completing that one. And what do we have in the way of piercing? We have it on both. Okay, so we don't need armor piercing rounds. We can do... We could do explosive. Let's do it. I'm in. I mean, what's going to happen is I think we're about to get 2 weapon medals completed with explosive rounds, and clearly that means you can only conclude that explosive rounds are the best ammo type in that case. Also, seeing the Hornet and the Talon right next to each other, they are both Cerberus weapons, and this just makes it glaringly obvious that they are very similar. Wow. I don't know if I've ever taken this combo before, but they look extremely similar. I mean, yes, the shape is a little bit different, but the color scheme is basically the same. And the shape is honestly, like, yeah, the Talon is a little bigger around here, and the Hornet has little parts that poke out a little bit more, but otherwise, you could almost be mistaken, or you could almost mistake one of them for the other. Okay, let's hop in here. And, I mean, I guess if we do this, we might not be starting from a new match. We might be hopping in partway through, depending on how we fare. If we can't find this, then as I said before, we'll just change the challenge to any. In which case, you know, I'd probably rather not do plat with this setup, but I suppose it's theoretically possible. Also, did we just see that number go down? I was only looking out of the corner of my eye, but obviously these numbers do go down over time when you are not playing. But that would be, just looking at the time, it would be a very strange time for the game to decide this is the moment when we are going to update that. Okay, what do we have? We have AIU Piranha, a Zumba expert, in what is at the moment unknown gold. Yeah, usually I am not someone who takes double weapons. Usually, I think we were talking about this possibly even as recently as last time we had a full-blown stream with other people. Typically my approach is have a character who specializes in using powers to deal a particular type of damage, or, you know, specialize against a certain type of defenses. Like, oh, this character's really good at dealing damage to armor. This character's really good at dealing damage to shields. And then using your weapon to cover for whatever it is that your powers aren't so great at. And so that way you still cover all your bases, but it only requires one weapon, and that means you can keep things relatively light. Don't need to worry as much about having long cooldowns. I mean, in this case, yeah, we were saying the Talon has a little bit of weight to it, but the Hornet is very light, so this is still not very bad. I don't know how comfortable this person is with doing a duo. Also, I don't know if we inspired them to take explosive rounds, or if they were going to do that all along. I don't know how I feel about that. If we were doing a duo, I feel like having Cyclonic would be especially useful, so I might fish for some Cyclonics here. Of the higher tier variety. In case the game is listening. A lot of ammo. Not a lot of Cyclonics. Oh, I think we may have just had one other person load in. There we go. Okay. That's a little bit better then. At least we have 3. Huntress with Crusader. AIU with, what do they have? Piranha, unless they changed it at the last second. Couldn't see in time.
A strategic area has been
It's
compromised.
Reaper
This zone needs to be
on
locked
Goddess.
down. Incoming hostile forces.
Thematically, lore-wise, fitting. Let's get this active. Let's see. Oh, and we just got a 4th. Except, are you? Yuck. I'm curious how many submission nets it's going to take us. It does depend a little bit on whether we are actually letting submission net... Nope, there it is. I was going to say if we're letting submission net get the kill, or just using it to set up weapon kills, but it did happen. Either with the first or the second, I couldn't really tell. But it does still help us, to a certain extent, do more things with our weapons. It does lock the enemies in place. That was submission net kill on both those. Oh, this could have been a grab. Should have been a grab, probably. That would have been the best way to do it. This is, as we've said before, by a fairly significant margin, probably, the most difficult map on which to get grabbed. There's only 2 spots for it. One of them is that spot we were just looking at, and the other is this ammo box right here. You can actually grab over that. Yeah, the submission net is also very helpful off post. I feel like mitigate some of what might otherwise be the issues. Excuse me?
Shield down!
I'm a little confused. We might have created an invulnerable Marauder. He's not taking damage from this, and oh. He wasn't for me, legitimately. And that has happened before, I think. That specific thing, enemies getting glitched when something happens mid-grab animation, because that was, I believe, the Marauder that I started to grab, but for whatever reason it didn't register. Then the game got very confused about what to do with that Marauder, and at least for a little while there, seemed like he was immune to damage. It definitely was the case for me. I don't know if other people were able to damage him all along and it was just a me issue, or if it was just a matter of after a certain amount of time anyone could damage him again. Obviously we submission at the Banshee here. He does still deal damage. Well, I was about to say that may have turned into a submission net kill. It proved the point. Of course, as I said, we are trying to get the, ooh dear. One moment. Trying to get both Hornet and Talon kill. Tech Burst is what got the kill? We're trying to get both the Talon and, Hornet kills challenges here. But the problem with submission net is it might be powerful enough that it's stealing a whole bunch of our kills, as it did there. I mean, I kind of knew that was going to happen that time. There are a bunch of weak enemies in and around it. But that means that less points for our weapon, technically speaking. Now, there might be a Banshee right next. There is a Banshee right next to us. There was a Banshee right next to us. We completely ignored that Banshee, and thankfully our teammates took care of her.
Enemy force approaching.
Contact!
Kinda thought with more of a weapons-based character that we might have our Hornet Challenge, I should say, at this point. The fact that we don't is concerning me a little bit. Or maybe it might have happened and I just missed it. That is possible. Oh, that was interesting. Also, I'm pretty sure I just saw the sight, the lines from a Ravager trying to shoot us. Also, I would rather not get stuck in that corner. I'd rather also not get staggered back in the direction that I was trying to run away from. There we go. Okay, that's what we were looking for. One moment while I ups back. Now we switch to Talon, which by most accounts would probably be considered the stronger of the weapons. Did have a little more progress we needed on this one, and we also did not use as many boosters for it.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Since we anticipated the Hornet would be harder. See how that stuff all balances out here. Right, we took the explosive rounds. The reality of that is now setting in a bit. I probably could have left that guy to get killed by the explosive rounds. But you get stunned by the submission net, even if you weren't the initial target. It can happen with the electric field, or whatever they call the AoE upgrade for it, something like that. Not really ideal range for the Talon. Both of our weapons, close range by most accounts. So, you know, as we were saying before, if you do think two weapons, generally the reason, the logic would be, well, that also is basically a grab. The logic would usually be to take weapons and specialize in different things. Also, I got very close to that ammo box and did not take anything from it because I was scared about the Banshee. I did not want to take the extra split second to make sure I picked up that ammo. Or, now we're on full ammo, I guess.
We've got a spy drone down. Cover it and get it to an upload location.
Up here somewhere?
Drone is live. Stay close to escort it.
Recommend additional sources.
You're a Ravager. Oh, yep, that's because there are multiple Ravagers there. And that may be a brute that just spawned around the corner. It sure did. Usually you don't really want to shoot the enemies who are behind you, then they're just going to respawn in front of you, but in this case the Ravager is going to be a problem. Oh, hey guys, don't worry about it. This may or may not turn into a Vormap. Oh, it looked like I set up that Marauder to be killed by the brute. Also, it may have been possible to turn that into a grab. I would rather not get grabbed by this brute, though. I'm sorry. I got held up. Stop struggling. Also, I want a refund on my submission net there, please. Where's that? Somewhere in there, I think. Hello.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
LZ question mark? Confirmed. Okay. Well, now let's... No! I was about to say, now let's actually get our grab. Oh, that's why you may be best served taking advantage of the opportunities. Wave 1, Wave 2, excuse me, Banshee. A lot more of those grabbable enemies. I think that was explosive rounds that got the kill that time. So that Marauder was not dead when I went into cover. There's Talon use. That might have also been explosive rounds killed. Well, as we were saying, confirmation. Explosive rounds, best weapon ammo in the game. It is the best. Excuse me, Banshee. Excuse me, Banshee. Don't mind me. Or maybe do. That was the Ravager, but still. So the way we got teleported back when we got killed made it just look like we got absolutely hit by a rocket. Which I guess we kind of did. Oh. I did not see that. Well, obviously there's only one way to avenge this person. Never mind. I lied. Oh, we can do the light melee combo with the pistol on the Batarian. I totally forgot about it. Now, I mean, now we have to do this, right? We're done with our farming our weapon medals, our weapon challengers. So obviously, the only choice. I mean, we could submission net still, I suppose. But this is the important part. Oh, still had the iframes from the ops pack. Let's go. Totally was part of the plan. Obviously, we're not going to that time, but Banshee doesn't know what's hitting her right now. There you go. Proper way to use the Talon. Does it have a melee stunner? No, but that's okay. We'll make it work nonetheless. Oh, not the Raptor Goo, though. Not the goo. Oh, no, the goo! It didn't even tell us how we died. Either the goo or Swarmer.
Enemy is regrouping.
Usually, that's what that means. At least I didn't see it.
Enemies inbound.
Understood.
Can we, perchance, get a grab here? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, but no! Don't tease me like that. I know the Banshee's running around over here. Oh, Banshees, plural. Are there any other grabbable enemies who might be looking to hang out over here? Possibly, maybe. Just... Oh, also, yeah, I'm gonna need to be a little quicker on the ops pack button that time. So the way we just immediately did a face plant. Okay, can we kite this person into grab position? This Marauder. Do not steal this Marauder from me. I think Zumba Expert is going to steal this Marauder from me. They did, in fact. Somebody stole my Marauder. Unless that's him.
Hang on.
And just dodge the brute. Watch the Banshee hopefully teleport outside the map, as it looked for a second there like she might have been about to do. Okay, I just need to even punch. Stop stealing my punches and my grabs. You are not in sync mode. Oh, the game got a little confused there with the audio. Okay, now you are in sync mode. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. See? What? Excuse me. Oh, and then you still got hit by it, though. Ah, 1 second. Oh, never mind. Back to you. Please let me... Oh. There we go. Textbook. Exactly how I planned that to play out. I wanted to get him with the submission net. I kind of meant to do a light attack there, to be fair. Okay. Yeah, no, now you're not.
Enemy is still active.
Could get some blade armor kill action going as well. That is always a possibility.
Here they come.
Not that I'm necessarily going out of my way to try to set that up, but it could happen. So this feels like every single enemy spawned here. Granted, they did spread out a little bit more by the time I used that, and it didn't even hit both the Ravagers. Did you survive my missile? Did it actually hit, but you, for some reason, were able to tank it? Or was someone else attacking you? Because you did lose a few armor bars. Please actually do the combo. I mean, it also looks pretty silly. But it is different. Okay, which way you going, Banshee? This to kill the swarmers, perhaps? Hey, other Banshee. I was gonna submission at that dude. Oh, I did not expect that brute to be there. Nope. Let me actually do the combo. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. That was very close. I heard her coming, so I was pretty sure we were going to get picked up. I was just hoping it was going to be after we finished killing the Marauder. The fact we were actually able to get out of that situation, that was a pleasant surprise. Okay, now we are not going to live this.
Squad member offline.
go punch a Ravager. There's the combo.
That's all of them. Good work.
Then submission at a Swarmer.
Stay alert.
Because that's just what you do.
We have some enemy persons of interest in your area.
You have to capture the Swarmer technology. That is the key. It's kind of hoping for a double Banshee combo. Didn't work out that way. Oh. Bye-bye, Marauder. Oh, and, speaking of missing Banshees, I don't think that one went according to plan either. It's alright. I think she's scared of our, pistol punches. Probably why she just ran away from us. Okay, good. Teach this Ravager a lesson. Then the Banshee in question will be ready. Okay. To sync kill us, of course.
Squad member in trouble.
Just you wait, Banshee. We will be back. With a vengeance. Okay. I was gonna say, hopefully... It seemed like we were doing fine. So it wasn't of critical importance that we all, and by we all I mean specifically me, stayed alive for the entirety of this wave. But perhaps I may have miscalculated. The objective is done. But that is now a second person who has been picked up by a Banshee, which is not a great sign. Just as long as those Banshees are still up. It does make me a little bit nervous. I mean, ours was kind of deliberate recklessness. But I don't remember if we saw exactly how the Banshee picked up the other person. So, like, you know, running past the Banshees right as they go into sync mode when there's only 2 people left now does make me a little bit nervous, but... Okay, 1 down. And there's only 1 left. One would think... You know what? I'm just not going to say anything. It's a little bit easier to manage in that case, because you're less likely to get distracted by other enemies, or have the second Banshee sneak up behind you.
Shuttle on its way. Get to the designated LZ.
LZ? No. Our area over here? Yeah. Banshees, I was about to say, can teleport up there. So I heard them relatively close, even though they were coming from that direction. It was not necessarily a sign that we were in a safe position. Okay, so now, obviously this is a distraction wave. I do want to be more mindful of not walking straight up to a Banshee when she's in sync kill mode. Like this one. Well, now she isn't. Sync kill mode, she can only pick you up, theoretically, when she is in her teleporting mode. When she's standing still and throwing the warps, that's when it's safe, relatively speaking. At least from sync kills. So, most of the time, if you are mindful of that, it means that... Ooh, I don't want to be here right now. It means that you can... theoretically, avoid getting picked up by a Banshee. She is now in sync kill mode, and usually she does that sort of scream as an indicator that she is about to enter into the teleporting sync killing mode. Don't have a lot of time. Hey, Banshee. Oh no! I was about to say, maybe even if one of these Banshees swarming the LZ is to hit someone, pick someone up. We were close enough to extraction, we would have still made it out while in the arms of the Banshee. Nearly happened, but fortunately it seems like one of our teammates was ready and had the missile. Alright, but we got, I think, 3 challenges on that one, right? The Talon, the Hornet, and Submission Net. The host has left, and that may make this a decent time for us to wrap things up for this session. As that was, at least the Hornet was what we needed to complete one of the sets. That was... which one? Reckoning? Or I think it was Outsider. Yeah. So we checked that one off. And I think Talon was just in the pistol category. Possibly? Yeah. There you go. Okay. So there. We did all that stuff. We got a fair bit of waves on the Volus Protector, of course, and that was interesting in a public lobby, and especially when we were perhaps not using the most straightforward of Volus Protector builds. But as I said, I do think this is probably a good time for us to wrap things up here. So thank you all for watching. As for the next go-round here with Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, I might do one more of these sessions off-stream just so we have some stuff to post on YouTube while we're waiting for the next usual time slot to stream. Otherwise, it would just be this one video this week, so depends on what other games I may be recording this week. Then in the following week, we should be back to our usual Mass Effect 3 multiplayer schedule. So I'll catch you then.